My boyfriend's birthday is in like 2 months, but I'm baking him a cake now. I just got a new tripod, guys. I'm trying to figure out how to use it. Honestly, it's gonna make filming so much easier. Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back to another one of my videos. If you guys are new here, my name's Aaliyah. Boyfriend 3 months before it's his birthday. His birthday's in March. It's currently January right now, and I want to bake him a cake. If you guys did not watch my last video, which was what I got for Christmas, definitely go watch that. But if you did, you will know that I got this KitchenAid, and I find every excuse to use my KitchenAid, whether it's baking cookies, baking bread, baking, that's all I've really made with my KitchenAid. But I want to try and make a cake with this bad boy. Anyways, with that being said, I like to make things from scratch. Okay, I'm a from scratch girly, so I've never made a cake from scratch before. I don't even think that I've baked a cake from the box. Like, I don't even think I've done that. Either way, we're gonna be making my boyfriend a chocolate cake, and I'm so excited. But yeah, let's get into it. Okay, I have my recipe on TikTok. I'm gonna turn down the volume because I don't want to get copyrighted, but look how good that cake looks. Oh my gosh, I want to devour that. I don't think my cake's gonna look that good, but you know what? No, we're gonna be positive. I hope my cake turns out and looks like this. Okay. There we go. I think that's good. Ugh, technical difficulties. Bro, what the hell is going on? That's good. Nope, you guys are lopsided. Good. Yay! Okay, I got it. After 30 minutes of finagling with this tripod, I finally got like a good angle going on. I actually don't even have a name for my KitchenAid, and I know a lot of people name their KitchenAid, so maybe I should think of a name. I don't know. If you guys have any name ideas for the KitchenAid, let me know, because I have no idea what I would name her. Alright, first things first, we're gonna plug her in, and then I'm gonna rinse out this bowl because she's just been sitting on the counter. So this recipe actually really doesn't need a KitchenAid, but like I said, I try to find every excuse in the book to use my KitchenAid because I love her that much. First step, we need 3 cups of all-purpose flour. I got my jar of flour, my measuring cups. Usually I don't use a knife like to make measurements perfect, but because this is my first time making this, we're gonna make sure that the measurements are perfect. Oh my gosh, wait, I need an attachment for this. Should I use the whisk attachment? We're just gonna use the whisk attachment and hope that that's the right one that you're supposed to be using, because I don't know. All right, attachment is on. 2 and 3. 2.5 cups of sugar cups. 2 cups, and now half a cup. All right, now we need 3 teaspoons of baking soda. We're gonna need baking powder, so I also grabbed that. 1, 2, and 3. 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. Honestly, what is the difference between baking powder and baking soda? Like, I don't get why some recipes are like, you have to have one and not the other. Like, I don't understand. What are the difference between the twos? Like, if I don't have one, I just use the other, and I feel like my baking usually comes out normal. All right, and then 1 teaspoon of salt. This is probably really dangerous to do this over the bowl, but whatever. Oh. A little bit of salt never killed anybody. Now we need 1 cup of unsweetened Hershey's cocoa powder. I could not find this for the life of me. I could only find this bag, and it's 8 ounces, so that's a cup. So this is just gonna have to work. That smells so good. Oh my gosh. That actually smells so freaking good. All right. I'm really scared to just put this whole thing in there, but this is what it calls for. Oh my gosh, can you guys see that? The cocoa dust. Wow, that actually smells so good. Oh my gosh. Guys, don't smell that. Oh my gosh. Why did that almost just kill me? Oh, it's like in my mouth and it tastes terrible. All right, now we gotta mix this bad boy up. There we go. I don't want to turn on too fast because I don't want this stuff like spraying everywhere. While that mix, I'm gonna go ahead and collect some of the wet ingredients. Powder is like getting everywhere. Oof, I do not want to inhale that again. Okay, so the recipe calls for 1.5 cups of whole milk. Dairy doesn't set right with me and my boyfriend, so I'm gonna be using lactose-free milk. I've actually used this in a lot of my recipes recently, and there's honestly no difference, so we're putting it in here. And so it also says mix 1.5 teaspoons of white vinegar with the milk. I don't know why, but that's what the recipe says, so we're gonna do it. We're doing this over the sink because I do not want to put more than what is called for. I'm making sure I'm doing this right because this is really funky. I've never done this in baking. Ew, this is like gross. It's like being weird in there. It looks like they're just mixing it right into the dry ingredients, so I guess that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put our eggs in first. Oh my gosh, there's cocoa powder everywhere. What? No, no! Oh my gosh. I hope there's no eggshells in there. Now we're gonna put in our weird milk vinegar mixture. Okay, so we're gonna mix this up, and then while that's mixing, we have to get 1.5 cups of boiling water and then add 1.5 teaspoons of instant espresso powder. I did not have this, so I actually had to get this from the store, and I got decaf because I can't have caffeine. It makes my anxiety really bad, so I hope that this doesn't affect the flavor, but I don't see why it would, because honestly, when I taste decaf coffee, I don't notice a difference. Ooh, that is so strong. Oh my gosh. Close that. Ooh, what is up with the strong smells today? That? Anyways, like I was saying before, this literally obliterated nose holes. I never noticed the difference between decaf coffee and like regular coffee, so hopefully this doesn't affect the cake. We already put vinegar and milk in here, so honestly, I don't see how it could get worse. I'm gonna put this in the microwave to let it boil. Now we're gonna mix up our milk and eggs. But it's actually starting to look like cake batter. Oh my goodness. I don't want to mix it too much. It's actually starting to look like cake batter. This looks so good. I kind of want to take a lick. Oh my god. That tastes so freaking good, guys. That literally tastes so good, and we're not even done. And that tastes really good. I'm not gonna lie, I have really high hopes for this because that tastes really good. Our water is boiling, so now we're gonna add in our instant coffee. 1.5 teaspoons. That smells like booty. Okay. We're gonna give that a mix. Wait, are you supposed to just put it in there? Because why would you want coffee grounds in there? How do you use this? Hold up. Espresso powder? I don't think I bought the right stuff. Okay, I don't think that I bought the right thing, and I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to just put it in there because you're not supposed to have like coffee grounds in your coffee. But I've seen like people put like regular coffee in there. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna strain this, and then we're gonna keep like the coffee water because I think like that's fine. I think. I don't know. Oh my gosh, it's actually working. I don't know why I didn't think that it was gonna work. There's a couple, but I think it's fine. Like a couple coffee grounds didn't kill anybody. Let me rinse this out because that is not gonna pour in there nicely. All right, let's turn this on. Let's mix this in. Whoa! I think I put too much. I don't know. I'm not sure I really like this anymore. It looks really nasty. Okay, I'm gonna let that mix a little bit more so there's like no chunks in there, but guys, I'm not sure how I'm feeling about this anymore. 3:15 for 50 minutes! 50 minutes? 50 minutes? I didn't think that it was going to take that long. I want to lick this. Oh my gosh, that tastes amazing. Okay, I need to stop before I get like salmonella. This is what I'm going to be baking the cake in. It's really thin, so I'm hoping that that will lead to less bake time than a usual cake pan, because usually it's like smaller and a little bit taller. Yeah, hopefully this goes well. So I'm just gonna, I don't know. Okay, that looks like a good amount. I'm gonna let the oven preheat for a few more minutes because it doesn't tell me when it's done. So for whatever reason, this recipe calls for a grated dark chocolate bar, and you know, she's using a manual grater, but I have a cheese grater, so I was thinking I could just, you know, pop this bad boy together and grate it in the cheese grater. I think the best way to do this is just to like, oh my gosh, why is it actually working? What? Who knew that you could also use a cheese grater to grate chocolate and not just cheese? Everyone keeps telling me to get the cheese grater attachment for the KitchenAid, but honestly, this one works perfectly fine. I actually really don't even mind using it. Well, actually, I don't really use it. Shawn actually grates the cheese. He really enjoys grating it, so I don't want to take that away from him, so I don't think that I'm going to buy the attachment. Okay, I think it's been enough time, and I'm going to go ahead and put the cake in the oven. Right, in you go. I'm going to set a 30-minute timer just for now and check on it. That was actually so much easier than I thought it was going to be. All right, next up, we're moving to the stove, so I will see you guys there. Hello, and welcome to our amazing, beautiful little baby stove. She's really tiny, but she's really mighty, and she works very well, so do not let her size make you think otherwise. I apologize if the lighting is bad. I'm obviously facing away from the sun and the window, so lighting can get a little bit wonky, but I think I'm just gonna speed through this, hopefully, and get this frosting done, because it just kind of moves fast. Wait a minute. Oh no. It calls for 3/4 cup of unsweetened cocoa powder, and we used all of it. Take that off the stove. I think I might have to go to the store and get cocoa powder. I'm back, guys, and I have the goods. So we're going to start this bad boy frosting up. But first, I want to check on the cake because the 30 minutes is almost up and it's kind of smelling like cake in here. It looks so good. Okay, I don't think it's done at all because it still looks a little wet on the top, so I'm gonna leave that in there. But guys, I think we might be able to cook the little cakes for 30 minutes, which is really good. And we're, all right, this is a good mix. And then we have to add in 3 cups of water. 2 and a 3. I haven't changed my battery, but we are back, and we're gonna see if this cake flips. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Half of it came out! Guys, this is going bad. I should probably supposed to let it cool before you do this. And I'm just too impatient. We're going in raw. Pick this up and just flop it over. Oh my gosh, the cake is like stuck on the pan. Oh! Oh! I don't think there's any fixing this, guys. I think I'm supposed to wait for the cake to cool down because it's like sticking to everything. This did not turn out very well. Well, you know what? We literally have a whole other batch. Okay, you know what I think I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna scrap this one and maybe just like make cake pops out of it because guys, this is not, the cake is literally like in a bunch of pieces. I'm gonna just move on from this, and yeah, I think I'm just gonna make cake pops with this cake because it literally exploded. But let's try it and see if it's good. Wow. That is a good cake. I'm gonna slide this into a bowl and save it for later, and I'm gonna make cake pops out of it because there's no way we're getting a cake out of this, but thankfully we do have more batter to make like another layer. Let's try this again. This time we're going to let the cake down before we decide to rip it out. In you go. 30-minute timer is set. In the meantime, I want to shift my focus back onto this pudding situation that's going to go in between the layers of the cake. I just took it off the stove and let it cool for a little bit, and now it's like this pudding consistency. So we're going to add in our shredded chocolates. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. It's literally just sliding around the pot. Okay, I think the butter is all mixed in. So now I'm just gonna set this to the side, and the cake is still baking. It has about 14 minutes left. So I'm gonna take the time to clean the kitchen because the kitchen is looking a little scary right now. I'm gonna quickly clean up this mess, and then I will see you guys when I'm done or when the cake is ready. It is a little bit later, and the cake, bro, the cake is still warm. What the heck? And it's still warm at the bottom, and it was sitting out for 30 minutes. Wait, I had this in the fridge for like 30 minutes. We're gonna do it differently because I'm gonna use this tool to kind of like go around and maybe pry it up a little nicer. I'm not sure. Let's see how this goes. I'm also gonna decorate it on my wooden cutting board because that's what the girl did in the video, and I feel like it's a little bit more aesthetically pleasing than the paint, so hopefully this goes well, because if this doesn't, I'm honestly gonna be so freaking sad. But this is the test, so, you know, if it doesn't go well, then we know for next time. Oh my gosh, okay. It came out perfect. Oh my gosh. The cake is beautiful. All right, now we need to cut this in half. She had like this little string tool. I don't have that. All I got is a knife, so we're just gonna hope this works. I don't see why this would work. We're literally just gonna go like this. Hold it around. And pray that this works. Right, moment of truth. It worked beautifully. Oh my gosh. I think maybe we could make like a third in the cake. Like if we cut really thinly on the top, I think we can make a third layer. So we can at least have a 3-layer cake. I'm just gonna have a lot of this like fudge frosting left over. But I'm probably gonna use it to make cake pops because we're gonna use the remaining cake that didn't work out to make cake pops. Okay, moment of truth again. Okay, that worked out perfectly. All right, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna slap a big slab on there, and then I'm gonna use this little icing tool to ice it. Guys, this literally looks so freaking good. Guys, I did that. Okay, come look.
Whoa.
Look at this cake, babe.
Whoa. It looks like a chocolate sourdough bread.
Huh?
You know? You gotta put like a picture for representation. Wow. Can I just
What,
like,
a chocolate sourdough bread?
can I just stuff my face in this?
I got my cake cutter from Publix. What are you doing? You're supposed to stand behind me.
Oh.
Bro does not know how this works. Ooh.
Alright.
First slice.
Cake before dinner.
Whoa! That looks so good. Do you see the layers in there, babe?
Yeah, look at that. Whoa.
Okay, I'm not gonna cut another slice because we still have to eat dinner, but
Yeah.
it's like the best bite. You're getting all of
Hey,
it.
do you want it?
No, it's okay. I'm gonna be rebel. No, wait, not
No,
yet.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Oh, that's pretty good. It's really chocolatey though. Oh my god. With some strawberries?
Alright, you killed it.
Shawn hates strawberries, but I love them. Wow, that's actually pretty good.
That's great.